I've got this feeling, I'm feeling you could be the one. I see no reason why I should ever let you go. I don't wanna wake up if I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up, no, I don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up without you.
Okay, so I didn't think I was gonna be making a video today, but I don't know, I just decided I wanted to, and like, why not start now? Like, there's never a perfect timing. So as you already saw by the title and like the beginning of this video, is I really want to focus on positivity and happiness, especially in this channel in general. And I don't know, I'm really intrigued with the thought of being happy and being positive. I feel like it's a big part of me, even though I do have my days and my stretches of time where I'm negative or stressed, anxiety, you know, just I think what a lot of people go through. But even though I do have those days and not every day is perfect, I believe that, like, you know, life comes in waves. What's that song? Another Day in Paradise. It says something about life, like, coming, like, the good and the bad come in waves, and, like, you're not just gonna cruise on this one wave of happiness all your life. And I think that's kind of the beauty of life. If life was always happy and always positive, we would never learn anything. Like, you would never learn about yourself more, or learn about just life in general. I don't know if that makes any sense. If you feel like you're struggling to find that happiness and you feel like you're more negative than happy, because I think, like, I know I keep reiterating it, but I want to stress that, like, you don't have to be happy and positive all the time, because I'm definitely not. We're human. Like, we're gonna have our bad moments and we're gonna have our good moments, but I think that noticing and being aware of, like, certain things in your life that can make you a more happy and more positive person, over time, it's gonna come naturally. Like, learning to be a light and not, like, being a light in other people's lives, amazing. I love being that person in someone's life where, like, I'm a light for them. Like, I'm that happiness, and, like, they know that they can come to me. But at the same time, you have to learn to be a light for yourself, and I'm on that journey too. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, I love myself and I'm always happy and always positive, because that's just not true. I think by making these videos and making videos like this, I can be like, okay, I know what I need to do, and now let's just practice it, because it's obviously easier said than done, but it's all about being aware and practicing. I'm talking too much. This is like the longest intro ever, but let's just get in the video because I'm excited. So the first one is start doing things for yourself. So if you find yourself doing things for other people, or when you're making decisions that you're doing it for other people, like, don't do that. Just don't. Like, it's really hard to do. Like, I'm definitely a people pleaser. Like, I love, you know, just making others happy, which is good to an extent. Do it. Like, just really try to be more aware. Like, each time you decide something and you feel like you're sad about it, or just every time you're making a decision, like, obviously you don't want to hurt anyone in the process, but at the same time, like, if you know a certain decision will benefit you more than anything else, and you will be happy and you'll thrive with that, then do that. Like, do more things for yourself. The next point I have is find what makes you happy and do more of that. So I'm not saying, like, you know, go find your passion in life. Like, know what you want to do right this very moment and just do that. Like, do it. Like, that's what I'm not talking about that. It's more of a matter of, like, sometimes we just forget about the little things that make us happy because we're too stressed, or, you know, too worried about the bigger picture. Like, just be so mindful. Like, if you practice mindfulness and just get in the groove of, like, noticing the things that you're so in love with in the moment, rather than worrying about bigger picture. And like I'm in college right now, right? And, like, it's so easy to be caught up and be like, I need to know what job I have to do. Like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, do I want to, like, do I want to stay in this major? Like, I just freak out, and, like, I can get in mind spirals like that. And focus on the things that make you happy right now. Like, I love cooking. Like, I know, like, that's something I can look forward to every single day, and that makes me happy. Doing something that's gonna make you happy and benefit you, do more of that. Like, it doesn't have to be big at all. Like, these bracelets, like, if this makes you so happy, and after you make it you're like, okay, like, do more of that. Like, who cares about what other people think you should be doing. If you have free time and it truly makes you happy, or even if you don't have a lot of free time, make time to do something that makes you happy. My thoughts are so sporadic, like this is insane. I can't stress how important it is to just, it's really a simple sentence, I feel like I'm elaborating on it too much, but like, just do more of what makes you happy. Like, the little things. Like, that's, I think, the main focus, is the little things become your big things. Don't put off stuff that makes you happy. Like, never put off stuff that makes you happy. Like, if you think coloring in a children's book is fun and you're 18 years old, who cares? Like, if that's what makes you happy, do that. Like, I can make an endless amount of examples, but just do that. The next one I think is the most important one, and probably like one of the biggest life lessons I've learned in life, like especially in high school, is surrounding yourself with people that only better you. Do not settle for friendships or relationships or anything like that. Do not settle and think you deserve to be treated in a negative way or feel unhappy. Like, surround yourself with people where after you hang out with them or whenever you're with them, you feel like you're bettering yourself as a person, or you feel like happy. Like, you're laughing a lot, or you feel inspired, or just happy in general. Do not surround yourself with people where you feel like negative and you feel like this icky feeling in your stomach. When you're with people and when you're with friends, you should feel happy. You should never feel like bad about yourself or negative. Like, that's not good for you, and you deserve to be with people that are going to make you happy and better yourself as an individual. Just really try to notice the people in your life, and if you feel like they're negative and they make you feel bad about yourself, you do not need them. The next one is train yourself to think positively. So kind of fake it till you make it. If you keep thinking negative, you're never gonna be happy. Like, if you're like, this day's gonna be terrible, like this day sucks, I'm gonna do terrible on this test, like, what are you gonna get out of that? Like, if you're negative, what are you gaining from that? Like, are you trying to be surprised and maybe something good is gonna happen? Like, no, like, that's not gonna be the case. You just have to train yourself, and I know it's hard, like, trust me, it's so much easier to be negative, like 100%, but if you train yourself to think positively, your brain shifts. Like, I don't know the science behind that shit, but like, if you train yourself to just think positively, and just like the little things, like waking up and being like, today's gonna be a good day, like, if maybe telling yourself today's gonna be a good day, putting post-it notes around your room, like, today's great, you're beautiful, blah blah, or like maybe writing down, like, right when you wake up, 10 things that makes you happy, 10 things you're looking forward to today. Like, that's such a, okay, I might start doing that, that's a really good idea. Making yourself look forward to things will make you just more excited about your day, like starting to become excited about the little things. I'm just gonna bring up things that I think personally, like, are pretty, like, all around, like, everyone can feel more positive. The first thing is listening to music. I'm not even kidding. I know this might not apply to everyone, and this might just be me, but if you're not like a big music person, just try it. Listening to music and making playlists and discovering new artists and new songs is like such a way to make me happy and feel more positive, and just like walk around with a good mood. Like, putting on earphones and walking to class and getting on a good jam will change my day. Like, it will flip it. Like, sometimes when I listen, like, okay, if I'm sad and I listen to a sad song, sometimes it helps. I don't know, it gets like my emo-ness out. I went through a time where I was really anxious and like anxiety really consumed my life, and music was such an outlet for me. Like, at first when I had anxiety, I didn't listen to music. Like, I remember it was so weird. Like, I always know what music is coming out. New Music Fridays on Spotify is my shit. Like, I remember I just wasn't doing that for a couple weeks, and I was really sad. Like, I just let everything that made me happy go. Like, I just totally, like, stopped thinking about it, and I let negative thoughts consume me. And that's just like a reminder, like, don't ever let that happen. Like, even if you're like, I don't want to listen to music, like, make yourself listening to music. Just that's like gets me hyped. The last tip for all you guys is live with no regrets. And I'm not saying that in a way that's scary, like, skydive this weekend or else you're not gonna be happy. I'm saying live with no regrets in a way that's like, at the end of the day when you're going to bed and you like write in your journal or you're like reflecting, because I'm pretty sure we all have those parts of the day where we're like reflecting on certain things that happen or playing over, you know, things in our head about the day. You want to like lay down in your bed and go over those events and not want to redo them. Like, you did them in the best way you could. Like, living life just like where you're giving your 100% potential, like most positive, beautiful, authentic self. Like, live knowing that you were yourself and you gave your potential that you had for that day. I think one of the biggest things like I'm practicing personally is being more interested in people and just being more interested in getting to know the people around me, whether that's like my Uber driver or the person sitting next to me in class. Like, just being more intrigued with like conversation, because I think meeting new people and hearing different sides of people and like all these different minds and personalities, like it's so interesting to me. Yet I always think, oh, that's weird, like I don't know if I want to have a conversation right now, but like later I would think, oh my god, like if I just talked to that person, like maybe I would have had the coolest conversation ever. Like, I wouldn't know. But like I never want to live like that. Like, I want to live knowing that I met everyone and I had a positive interaction the best I could, and that's all you can really ask for. I don't know, just live with no regrets, whatever that means to you. Like, it means something totally different to everyone else, but I was just giving an example to show like what it means for me. Okay, so I hope everything I said made sense. I probably didn't, but I hope you took something away from this video. And if it's to take anything away from this video, it's just to, as long as you're trying, like that's another thing, like don't try to feel like there's this pressure, like I have to be happy all the time, I have to be positive. Like, we're human. Like, I feel like being human and showing your raw emotions is more authentic than being fake happy. Like, that's not a thing. Love life. Like, just be so in love with life and yourself, and the rest will come easy, I promise you. I'm very inspired by this, and I definitely want to go practice these things myself and just be a more positive person, because life's a journey and we're not all perfect and we always have things to work on, and I definitely love working on this. Like, I always feel like there's ways to better myself, being more positive, being a better person in general. So I hope you guys feel inspired by watching this, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't